Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Finesse in the Flesh, coming to y'all live and direct, and you are now listening to another installment, Season 3, Episode 2 of the Not From Concentrate podcast. And as you can see, this week I got another set of amazing, talented, funny guests. And yes, you have seen both. You've seen both of them on the podcast before, but you've never seen them together. Baby, it's going. We're gonna get into that. So first, I'll let Lauren. You can go first. Introduce yourself to tell the party if they haven't been here who you are.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lauren. I'm Christina's best friend, and I love holding that title. We've been best friends for some odd. Hey, that's right. We've been best friends for some odd since like 2004. You didn't hear that because we old now, but yeah. So
Who is
yes,
this we you speak
I'm
of?
happy
You
to
got
be
mouse
here.
in your
Happy to be a
pocket?
part of a part of the fuck shit and shenanigans tonight. So yeah, let's get it popping.
Hey, and then we also have if you follow him on social media, you are always in for the laughs, for the kikis, for the shade. Give it up for Armin, also known as the Hennessy Casanova.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
That's all you're gonna give him? You ain't gonna say nothing else?
I mean, you listen. That introduction was lit.
Hey.
It's
Right.
me. I'm the big
That's what I'm
cousin of
saying.
this group. I'm not saying I'm the
Mhm.
oldest because I don't look old, but I'm the old head of the group.
Hey,
I'm.
and
Hmm.
Let me just say, I'm here for the fuck shit and head assery this evening. I've had off
Right.
all day. Let it fly. Let's do it.
we in there.
Right.
I'm so ecstatic. And yes, I'm very excited to have these two on the pod, especially for this week. You know, they're amazing people. You know, I said I've known them my whole lives. They do nothing but pure this head assery, and I just enjoy it. They're just well, first off, I put their Instagrams up there, but before this whole thing is shenanigans over, I'm gonna put their Twitters up there too because if you think Instagram's funny, if you think Instagram is
Right.
funny. But yes, but we want to get into the docket. So as I ask all my guests every week, how was your week? What was y'all doing? You know, we're recording on a Friday evening. So tell the people, tell us how your week's been. How y'all going? How y'all doing? How y'all going? What the hell?
I mean, listen. Been working. Um, living in this white man's world. Happy we got rid of Trump's orange fuck ass. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. That motherfucker is out. Been holding my breath until the inauguration to see what other white fuckery these crazy white people have had in store for us. And working out, staying sucker free, and hydrating.
There it is. L Boogie, as you like to be called.
Yes.
How was your week?
It was blessed to say the least. Um, God is amazing, and He brought me through it because without Him, I probably be lacking many things, a job, a whole bunch of things.
Oh my God!
Listen, let me tell you, but it was amazing. Um, I had off one day, which I was able to bring myself back together, got some things done, but pretty much my week's actually not over though. I work tomorrow at a COVID vaccine clinic. So yeah, I'll be assisting with vaccines tomorrow. So
Godspeed. Thank you
I
for
didn't
all that
even
you
know
do.
that. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Thank you for
Thank
yeah.
all that you do, because that's, honey, it's a lot. Oh, major short announcement.
you.
Um, I'm officially no longer a New Jerseyan. I have all of the paperwork that says I am now officially a
Oh,
Pennsylvania. No more jersey tags.
oh,
Now
Well,
my
good.
car
that was
insurance.
cause for
Wait,
celebration.
and then my car insurance dropped $80. Girl, listen, y'all motherfuckers can't tell me shit.
Yes,
Oh,
we out
wait a
here.
damn minute. So you mean all I gotta do is cross the bridge to get cheaper? Send me an app today. We about to be neighbors.
I know that's right. Well, yes,
Cause
I'm so
hell, what the
excited. Yes,
hell?
That's great news. That's great news. Yes, trying to get everything registered. You feel me? Because
Yes.
before half and half, we're a little chaotic. But now that you fully, if for the 215, my baby girl ride right by my
Right.
left hand side. He said, "Okay, y'all know about that." But yeah, but how was my week? My week was long. It took
But
forever for Friday to get here.
Mm.
Did y'all feel that way this week?
No, well,
um
see, here's the thing. My work schedule changed. So
Mm.
my work week starts on Sunday and ends on Thursday. So today is technically my Saturday and tomorrow is my Sunday. So
Wait,
yeah,
say it again.
got it.
my schedule, my new work schedule is I'm off
Mm-hmm.
Friday and Saturday. So my work week starts on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
I
still
got.
kind of like in
Yeah.
a fog about it. What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Yeah, those awkward weeks were awkward shifts. It's just like, wait, what? But it's because I was in vacation the first week of January.
Mm.
Then I've had off like either 1 or 2 days since I've been back. This was my first
Oh
full
yeah.
week back,
It's a
and it's just been
full
like,
week.
why is it just Friday? I've been living in Saturday for like 4 days now. Why is it just Friday?
I'm
But
telling you.
yeah, no, it was chaotic, but we made it. We made it. Okay.
Mm.
So, as you know,
Right.
also, oh, go ahead. You want to say something?
Oh no, I was just like semi agreeing. Like it was a little while, but verses and the inauguration brought me through it. So God is
Yeah,
good.
yeah. We about to get into that. So, first off, I also do every week planting a seed moment, and I wanted to give a shout out to the. It's always about Black excellence. You know what I'm saying? Either a Black business, some Black things going on, but this slides us right into the topics because we now have a Black and South Asian woman vice president, the first
Yes.
of ever in the
Yes.
United States of America. It's 2021 and there are still firsts happening that Black people are doing. Ain't that crazy?
Because they don't want to see us do shit. But guess what? We doing it and we shitting on y'all as we do it. Ah.
So, like
Right.
every podcast, I'm sure you're gonna listen to this week. We're gonna talk about the inauguration, everything surrounding it, everything that happened. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. What were your thoughts about the inauguration? Because as I'm sure
Michelle
everybody was.
Slade!
That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
That's
I
all
feel
that
like I want to
matters.
name Michelle's hair like Tabitha Brown names her hair Donna. Like I need to figure out a
Yes,
name
shout out to
for
Tabitha.
Michelle Obama's hair because just
Celine,
the curl, the swoop, like it's
Selena was
just
late.
amazing every time.
And it's funny because I
Late.
knew in my spirit, I knew that it was going to be the first thing y'all said. So I actually had her queued up so the people on the screen can see
That's funny.
who we are talking about. Because if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know what is wrong
You've
with
been
y'all.
living under a rock.
And
Pretty
the thing
much,
that, like,
but
see, I had to work. So I'm working as I am
Oh,
watching.
I think did you see the tweet? It was like, "Don't forget to move y'all work mouses because y'all still at y'all job." Because everybody was
Listen,
trying to
I
watch.
was I
that's
was in
funny.
a work meeting like this, like going off on mute. I don't give a damn. But they knew. Listen, the amount of slayage in
Yeah,
that, and on
y'all took
top of that, the
Bruh.
picture.
man, that is her designer is a black man.
Yeah, the
Y'all
woman
better
who
stop
did her
playing
hair
with
was a
us.
black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really gonna stop playing with us?
So do you
Because
see this belt
Yes.
buckle? Let's get into it.
belt.
Let's get into the
Yes.
tresses. Let's get into the first off the color coordination. Michelle, look at that. Like, okay, so you're okay. I said you better pixelate. Look at this. And it's like it doesn't all match, but it matches. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Right.
have to be all one burgundy. You can give a little dark burgundy up top. You can get a little lighter burgundy at the bottom. You can get and the shoe. Look at Brock. He's like, you know what? I just came here because I have to.
Right.
I
I
really
just
Right.
didn't.
came here to let my wife let y'all bum bitches have it, and
Like, you know what I
and
feel
that's
like?
it.
Right. You
Like,
know what I always
yes,
love?
with the mask to
Uh,
match. Like, oof.
Like I felt like he was low key gonna do Will Smith like he did when Jada just be like, this like you see all
right.
this
No,
over
for
here.
real.
Like
That's
No,
what I was gonna
seriously.
say. That's what I
Like
was gonna
all
say.
of them.
Like it always brings me back to that Drake line that says, like we can run the rail like Michelle's husband. Like that's what I feel like he sort of has become. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
Michelle's husband, not the 44th president of the United States. Like not that. I mean,
Not
even though
even
they're
that. Like
together, but like kind of Michelle's husband now.
Jay-Z said about in what was the song? What was the song? Top Off, where he said, "My wife's Beyonce. I brag different." Like his wife is
Okay.
Michelle. He can brag
Right,
hella different.
exactly. No, for
He's
real.
very clear. And then me and one of my
Right,
coworkers were talking
exactly.
about what she wore at the prior inauguration with her hair
Mhm.
tied back in that bun. I said, that's because she was ready to
Bruh.
fight. That was the ready to rumble bun. Anytime you see a woman that has hair is literally laid on a daily basis, she show up somewhere with her hair laid back with an attitude, slip
She
back in
was
the
just
bun.
like,
She was ready to punch Donald Trump in the face.
can we get this over with, please? Like, I'm just here
No,
as a
for real.
formality. But first of all of them look laid. If you can take a look, even Dr. Jill had
Yeah,
to show out for the one time with the matching mask. I was like,
yeah,
See, Joe Biden,
yeah.
Joe
Her.
Biden has always been put together, even when she was the first lady of Delaware. Because not first
yeah,
lady of
man, she
Delaware,
has.
even when
I
when
can, I
when he
can,
was a
yes,
senator in
ma'am.
Delaware, she's always been put together. For a white lady, it's like, all right, girl, we see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, girl.
She didn't come out with no kitten heel. She came stomping. I was proud of her. I was proud of Jilly from
She
Philly.
did. But you know who actually, outside of the women, Michelle Obama, and then the women who looked fabulous or who also made a name for his look? Bernie freaking Sanders.
He looked like
I
he was in
have
the DMV.
been laughing every second of the day looking at all these
What was in
memes.
the envelope is my question, because he came there
Yeah.
with like when you go to the
Look
DMV and
at these
you need your
memes.
6 points of what is it? Your 6 points of
The
identification.
Right.
That's what he looked
verification, yes.
like.
He had votes in case Trump tried his
This
thing.
was
He
the
said, no, no,
original.
no. Mm-mm.
This was the original picture of Bernie, right?
That is like hysterical
Well,
to
you would
me.
never think this would be meme worthy. They have been taking this man,
You wouldn't
and
think,
as
but he
you can
looked like a
see,
meme.
Tearing his behind
flipping
up.
him 7 ways to Sunday. Like,
Did you see
look
the
at this.
one
Yes,
with him sitting on
everywhere.
the one that took me out? I literally sat up in the bed last night at 1 in the morning and hollered. Was he was on the motorcycle for Purple Rain?
Oh my God. I
And there was
saw,
one. Do you remember the Lady Gaga and Beyonce video for video phone? They were sitting in the chairs. They
Yeah.
had him sitting on the
mhm.
end while they were sitting in the chairs. I was like,
They
you know
had
what? Y'all need.
Beyonce sitting in his
No.
lap. They had him being a
Oh my
drummer.
God.
They have him as the what's the name fly. I'm
The
done.
fly.
I'm weak.
Like
I'm
it just
hilarious.
went.
They haven't
The
bringing me so
internet is
much
quick,
joy.
boy.
Undefeated. How undefeated is the internet?
Can we just
I would
give
just-
a quick shout out one time for Howard University's band? Because number
Yes.
one time for them just being the one of the best bands in the land of all the HBCUs. Hit the for that. Okay. Second, they get the Crown Petty Prize because they've been playing outside the White House up until this motherfucker left. They was playing Hit the Road Jack the day before.
I didn't
Oh
know that.
no. I didn't know that.
That is the pettiest
No,
thing
I'll give it a
that I
power
have
failure.
heard, and that's the type of carrying on I be here for. Like when I like to hear about some carrying on and some fuck shit, that's the carrying on and fuck shit that I like to hear about. Just petty subliminal shit, and what's Donald gonna do but be mad with his orange punk ass? I loved it. Loved it.
Let me
Sip my.
talk about. Can we talk about Matt? He was upset. Like I just feel like you could have gone. Like it wasn't going to change anything. Like I don't know whether he. It's sort of like kind of like maybe he didn't go to save face, which is great. Because I mean, you talk shit this whole time, like, and you really just
He
had
didn't show up
no.
because he didn't want to fade. That's
Well,
all.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But even still, like, just like he's not a grown up. He's not like adult. Like he thinks he's a man, but like he has like
He has the mental
child
capacity of an 11-year-old
tendencies.
boy.
Yeah, like and it's serious. It's like, are you that? he is that disconnected to the real world that, okay, you say, like, the first thing that you learn when you go in, like, PB football, sportsmanship, how to be a team player, how to, take one on the chin, because it's like, that's something that you just have to learn in life. You don't always win. You know what I'm saying? So to walk away, Melania was like, I don't know what you're doing.
She's
But
Laugh,
I'm leaving.
honey.
I'm
Laugh
leaving. I'm
like,
out. She walked off that plane like, nigga, I don't got
I'm
shit to say to
not
none of these
nobody's
motherfuckers. I didn't
nothing
want to
no
be here in the
more.
first place.
She tried to hold her hand. She said, "For the
Right.
last, you know what?
9 hands off me, you foul. She was not
Right.
here for none of his shit.
He said,
Come on.
I'll be."
Don't touch me, nigga.
No,
Like,
for real. Like,
that's
she was
exactly what you want
like,
to say. Nigga, don't touch me.
He said, "Get your hands off me, you found me."
if fuck them kids was a if fuck
She
that's
said,
just like, she was just done. So it's just like,
he was
Exactly.
like, she was just like, I ain't gotta do this no more. Get out of here. I'm counting on days till we see this divorce happening, because she never wanted to be a first lady. Never wanted to be a first lady. She was forced, and she was just like,
she didn't think he was
I
gonna
feel
win.
like she probably voted against him both times.
just in case.
Absolutely.
Like, she
Just
probably
in
mad at Hillary,
case.
like, bitch, I voted for you. You still ain't want to see some bullshit.
No, man, I knew the people between him and her, a lot of people did not like Hillary. So I knew that was probably going to happen. She had my vote, but it is what it is. But that was the past. We're in the present. Amen. Amen. But
Amen.
new day, new age. And already, we have hit the street. Bernie has hit not Bernie. Woo. Big Joe. I don't say Big Joe.
Uncle Joe.
He ain't my uncle, because he still got to prove himself, okay? He still said that foolishness. You're not black if you don't vote for me. Excuse me? Oh, all right. So he still got to prove himself.
To a certain extent, you just got to let white folks be white folks. Sorry, but
white folks is going white folks. I feel like it was a joke that, sir, you're a senator, you're the vice president. Lead the jokes to Kevin Hart and them motherfuckers. But I get what I picked up what he was putting down, because I know my black ass wasn't voting for nobody but him.
We understand it was a joke. We know he wasn't being serious, but don't think that we're gonna rest on our laurels. Like, don't think because you ain't got no work, because you got promises to make that you made, and you got promises. I feel
like with the people who he is putting in these positions of power,
I am very confident.
I'm very confident in that. So it's like
the foot is on that.
It would be one thing if he came in and brought in a whole parade of white people. I would have been bothered. But to see the amount of first he is bringing with his administration, I'm very hopeful for the next 4 years, because there's a lot of fuck shit to undo.
No, yeah, but also you still got to keep that foot on that neck. Don't think.
Oh, listen, we are not our grandparents. I'm gonna speak on everything. If I get that, excuse me, sir. What the fuck is you doing over there? Kamala, sis, what this nigga doing? Get him.
For real, but no, we need, even though like we had the presidency, but a lot of people don't understand. Like, I'm so elated, just to take a sidebar, like,
because we have the House and the Senate. She did. Too.
Thank you. Exactly. Like what she did in the state of Georgia. There needs to be a vice president, because she should be that.
Stacey Abrams definitely needs her just due. We need to give Stacey Abrams her flowers as much as possible.
And I want that, because I don't know if you saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. You
I was saying, a good friend of mine from back home, she currently lives in Atlanta. So she just, posted about her voting and going to vote for the, president, and then going back to vote for the Senate. And she said the amount of dread-headed, gold teeth, Air Force One type of people that
showed up
line.
And showed
she said she's been there. I think she's been there a few. Showed out. That's what I'm saying. Like she was like, I almost wanted to cry, because I knew we were gonna
What a money resign.
They
No,
showed up
real.
and they
She
showed out.
said, but she said she was just like, yeah. She said the representation. She just kind of knew it was in the bag. Something in her heart just said that was it for her. And I was like, oh my gosh, that needs to be done everywhere. You know.
Right. Here is how I knew that that this election was going to be crazy and that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was going to win. It's the fact that I have friends because at the time I wasn't registered to vote here in Pennsylvania. So I was literally taking friends to the polls, taking my friends, hey, yo, you've been out there for 2 hours. You need something to drink. You need something to eat. Are you all right? You need me to bring you something? They were literally out there for like 2 and 3 hours because of the way that the Republican Party has gerrymandered and fucked up the voting districts. One. Two, going to polling places where they may have only had one or two working machines, and there were more than 1,000, 2,000 people that needed to vote for that particular district. And I'm hopeful that in the next 4 years, that the state of Pennsylvania changes a lot of things in Philadelphia, how their districts are laid out, because there is no way that anyone has, like in the years that we all have been voting collectively, have we ever had to wait more than 20 minutes to vote?
Nah.
Exactly. Like, it's nuts.
Would.
I mailed in my ballot anyway, but still no.
Oh, listen, I mailed mine too. I
did.
drove mine down to Blackwood to make sure my shit got counted. Fuck you, you ain't gonna play with me.
Oh no, I did mine literally like the week of, like the last week, and I made sure I did it to the one at the police station because I'm like, and I made sure I was looking at the cameras. Plop that bad boy.
Yeah, London actually took a picture of me.
Yeah, I took a video of myself because I said since I can't post an I voted sticker, take a video of me. Like I did it, guys.
Like I feel like this administration, Black people, especially in the past year, where they have seen and we've made things heard about the things that we need and things that we want, it would behoove the federal government, to treat Black folks a lot better. Because you see, act right or we gonna act up. Philadelphia, like nobody ever expected Philadelphia over this past year to be what it has been or what it was. Like, are you nuts? Do you see how these motherfuckers went toward the city up? Y'all don't want that again. Y'all want that again? Y'all keep playing with us here. So I'm here for whatever good comes out. Yeah,
I'm hopeful. Like you said, I'm hopeful. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know not everything's gonna be perfect, not everything's gonna be, I may not agree with everything, but at least I'm hopeful now. Because before I wasn't that. I was just like, Lord, let me just make it through. Let me just make it through. But at least, I'm hopeful now for what's to come. And you gotta give people, grace, but still, foot's on necks, and don't forget that
there are certain people who get grace and certain people who do not.
It's not how that works. But we gonna move on.
Listen, y'all know the Lord works on me. I'm a fucking Christian, but not everyone gets or deserves that from my little black ass, because it's not happening. Next topic.
He is crazy, ain't he?
Yeah, because I don't know his position now. I had a spot, and then he took it. I was just like, okay. So speaking of wine and people sipping on a little something, and people losing their minds from sipping on a little something, Keyshia versus Ashanti. First off, in the versus battle, that not only pushed back once, was pushed back twice, and then we got
the bitch was still late. With a stank ass attitude, Keyshia Coleslaw, you can go straight to hell and go back to selling them fish platters outside the BET Awards.
I'd rather take the Teddy Riley.
Did you say Keyshia Coleslaw?
I hate German.
I'd rather would have seen Frankie and Nathan. I'd rather would have seen Frankie and Neffy with her gutter snipe ass perform Man Down on a loop. Because Keyshia Cole showed up, had an attitude, and then kept taking breaks. And then in between her going on and off screen, there's a picture that surfaced of her, and in the background there are lines of Coke on the table. So,
oh no.
Well, first, my first question is, who do y'all feel won? I know Ashanti won.
Ashanti won.
Thank you, Lauren.
I had a bedtime. Look,
So you didn't even
sorry,
see the roses?
mom. I know I'm quick. No, I watched it for a good while. I watched it for a very long time. I think I watched it a little more than halfway, and then I had to, or actually, it would just came over me. Yeah, I was already up since 5-ish that day, and so we were already at 10 p.m. I had to get up at 5 today, so
Take a sleep.
I was like, "Ugh." I didn't get
Ashanti
to see
won.
I didn't get to see the ending to see what came out after, like I didn't see to get to see the ending to make a fair judgment. So I'll just say I was already team Frankie's daughter anyway. So
Keisha didn't
yeah,
win. First
I
off,
was team
you
Frankie's
played the same
daughter.
song 3 times. How you play the same song 3 times in the verses? Number
You
one,
said what?
she played that song with Tupac. She played like 2 or 3 times. How you play the same song twice or 3 times in the verses? And they were the ones who said, "Oh, Keyshia got more hits." What y'all forgot is that Ashanti used to write for the girls.
Right. Ashanti has
Ashanti has,
writing and co-producing credits. Like you're not seeing her like that.
and they
Like
said, "Oh, if she's featured, that doesn't count." Yes, it does. Ashanti was on that album, was on that single, so it does count. Her voice, her vocals made that single. So unfortunately, you're just mad because her and Ja Rule were a team that couldn't be undone. And
right.
they had
In the early 2000s, be very clear, from about 2002 to a good 2006, 7, Ashanti was very much that girl outside of Beyonce.
every summer,
And
every
y'all seem
summer.
to forget when Ashanti first came out, they were like, "Who's Beyonce?" We worried about Ashanti around these parts.
That is facts. And mind you, these are two stands. Remember last week, I'm not a stand. These two, you mentioned Beyonce's name. There's like a halo that comes
I'm
out of
sorry,
nowhere.
what? What happened?
There you go.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And for him to
Don't
say
do
that,
it.
that
Yes.
means something. It means a lot.
Yeah, it's very
You
much
know,
the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be honest, if we're going to talk about Beyonce, I really didn't start liking Beyonce until after Bidden. I wasn't really a big Destiny's Child fan like that. Now I give credit where credit is due, but credit when Ashanti came out writing, producing from the beginning, and
period.
all of J Lo's urban success is very much due to Ashanti's being the writer for a lot of those songs.
Uh, well,
Be
you know,
very
you
clear.
very clear. And it's like, and then people were like, she also has hits on her own. It's like foolish and unfoolish. First off, I love the slight pettiness of Ashanti. First off, but let's back it up. First off, both the ladies are gorgeous. I will say they both look very
Mm-hmm.
well dressed. But Ashanti, just her spirit was just bubbly, and she kept saying, kept upbeat. I don't understand why Keyshia Cole had such a chip on her shoulder.
Because first off, Keyshia Cole was either drunk or high as hell. She was already late, and she really knew that the girls were going to come for her because she was already late as hell.
And she was singing so flat.
I
My
think you know what I think here. So let me be Team Keyshia Cole. Let me be devil's advocate because when she sat down, I believe that you could already see there was a wardrobe malfunction. That she was
Coming
very
out of her dress.
coming out of her dress. She was very uncomfortable, and it was probably something
Mm-hmm.
that she didn't want to wear. So somebody definitely got cussed up the fuck and down because
Mm-hmm. Somebody's
she was
comments
she was hot
was
on fire
red.
about that. So I mean, as a
Mm-hmm.
female, just like your outfit not right, the night is like, why am I even here? But she had a contract to uphold. So she came out and guess she was late and I was already like looking at my watch. But I will say, I don't know about y'all, but 21 Savage was singing the hell out of Love.
oh my
And that's all I'm gonna say.
oh my
He
god.
was going off and like, you know what that's like?
Hold on, let
That's
me see
like
if I can
Kodak
find
Black
it.
singing Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're always on my mind. All of that shit, like you know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that, like and granted, Ashanti is awesome and everybody has their own right. And I don't like winner and I don't like fighting, but I have to give props where props is due. And Keyshia Cole deserves right from where she came
She deserved to be
from
where
what
she is.
she
Let's be
had to
very clear about that.
endure.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm not saying
she's
that she
a
doesn't
very
deserve a
hard
spot.
worker. And oh no, 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 no. Oh yeah, no.
I don't think
I don't think that.
anybody's really saying that. Like I know I'm not. Like let's be very clear. Keyshia Cole's first 2 albums were the soundtrack of my college relationships. Like I should have cheated.
Period.
Love. Like
Period.
he is a nut.
And I used to think that I wasn't wide enough.
My God.
Trying to figure
My
out why
God.
playing games, what's this all about? And I can't believe you're hurting me. I bet that nigga what's the difference? But you see, I said hurting me. I keep beans on me, but I guess it was all.
I just want to hear this part.
Oh, love. What I was missing.
You okay?
Child.
He is so aggravating.
Wow.
Yo,
The way my nerves cannot
let me
take
just
it.
tell you how. Like, let me just tell you about Cherry
He
Hill
hit that
West
love
and
from
the
the depths of his
gym
soul.
dances. Christina, remember Cherry Hill when we would have, our little like dances, like
Mm-hmm.
which Friday night dances, whatever you want,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They playing this song at the end because they play their slow jams at the
And
end,
James singing
like singing our little hearts out. Oh my
Right.
They used to
God!
play in the
Like it's
club, and
just
I used to
like
be so
she
so
really
tight about
had
it.
dudes out here knowing all the
it.
words. Yo, dudes out here knowing all the words. I'm trying to figure out the song that could correspond to Keyshia, like that. I mean, to Ashanti. Like, I'm not sure. They might know "Foolish." They might know like things
Niggas
like
know
that.
foolish.
People were singing "Baby," like "Baby,
People know
baby,
baby.
baby, baby, baby." Oh
Not
yes,
People
word
know
for
they
word
were.
like
happy.
that. Not
Oh
word
yes,
for
they
word.
were. Oh
Nah,
yes, they
not
were.
like
Hold
Oh
that
up.
one.
yes, they
Hold up.
were.
Wait. Niggas know
No,
happy.
no.
Niggas know
No,
happy.
They do.
niggas know it, but they don't know it. Like
It's
21
true.
Savage was like every key, like I used to think that, like, come on, like I don't think they going like that over Baby. Like that was it. I don't know. But yeah,
I see
no,
what
this
you're
is cool.
saying, but Ashanti won, and also Keisha, for you to say that this verses was so short. What the yes, it was so short. You came an hour late. We
Right,
was here
ma'am.
on time.
Right.
I was so pissed when she said that.
You
I'm like,
know,
you got your
yo,
nerves.
you know where I would have been pissed? I would have been pissed if I was in Turkey because that shit came on at like 3 a.m. And do you mean to tell me that I've been waiting from 3 a.m. for you to come on at 4? Are you fucking playing?
But wait, who the
I
hell
would have
in
been pissed.
Turkey is checking for Keisha Cole or Ashanti's asses?
That
Cause
was my first question.
People live there.
who?
Maybe they
Well,
was
Versus
visiting.
had all of but if you go on Versus page, it might be there. They had every flag where it was going to be
Mm-hmm.
broadcasted.
And it was
So
1.1
even
million
people like
people who viewed
all
it.
around the world.
So it was 1.1 of our stupid asses who
Yeah.
tuned
So
in.
and it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3
That
a.m.,
must
4.
be
I
them
was like
motherfuckers
all
that's
these
over
countries.
there
I'm like, dang,
on the
they over
bases
there
and
like that.
stuff. Like
Possibly.
mostly military
Also,
personnel.
It could,
they
yeah,
had
it could. I'm telling you, love, man. I don't
Can
even
we
know
also
talk
no Turkish
about
to be
the Spice
like
played when
singing
Keisha
it. And
was like, first off, Ciroc and Doritos sponsors us now. Who eats Ciroc and Doritos? Was just in the background, just
that made
I
my
toasting.
was so
stomach
annoyed.
bubble just thinking about that shit. That is the most Negordian hood
Yeah, like
rich
we out here,
bullshit.
You know what though? I had Doritos for breakfast this morning.
Lauren.
I was I like Doritos.
Not for breakfast, sweetie.
He
What are
told
you
me, like,
doing?
Lauren,
I It's really like a habit.
did
Like I
you have
literally
Ciroc
have
and
to have
Doritos?
Doritos. I don't know if my job is watching, so
Well, we're gonna say you didn't.
no, I
But
didn't.
then
But
Ciroc
yes,
was
we're gonna
Keisha
say
was
you
like,
didn't.
Ciroc ain't cut me no check. Ashanti was like, they cut me one. I almost, bro. Exactly.
Yes.
Because they know exactly. Like my
I
thing
could
is this: who's gonna sell something
Yeah,
over Keisha
London
Cole?
was like, why is she gonna eat Doritos, mom? And I was like, no, it's called product placement, baby.
I
But
just
You know,
can't.
it's hilarious.
they
And
made
you know
my ass
what?
go out and buy some fucking
Do you
Doritos.
know what really pissed me off to like to the heights of festivity during
Mm-hmm.
that shit? Bow Wow in the
Mm.
comments. The fuck shit and head assery.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing. I need y'all grown ass niggas that are over 30 to stop acting like y'all 16 and 17 and trying to say shit, for clout on a live. Like, nigga, you mad because one, who you gonna do a versus with? Who do you have? What hits do you have that would even put you in the category of even to be on versus?
Well, wait a minute.
What? No, I'm not done. Cole is at versus, nigga. You watching in the views and comments talking shit. Don't nobody want to see your fucking verses other than women between the age of 25 and 30. There is nobody that's really checking for you, Bow Wow. Keep your shit on grown up hip hop and shut the fuck up. You talk like you about to release an album by every bitch you've been with. It's gonna go double it just like the last 3 albums. Like, nigga, sit down and shut the fuck up and enjoy the show. What's wrong with you? Grow up. He's like one of them dudes that, like, you know how everybody got the hometown nigga that played football, played basketball. You was the man in high school, but you still doing the same shit you was doing. You still in high school.
Bars.
Like, grow up. You are too fucking grown. You are a grown ass man with a daughter, and that's the other thing that fucking annoys me. Don't do shit to nobody you don't want nobody to do to your fucking daughter, your mother, or your sister, because that is tired. You are a grown black man down in a grown black woman who's doing a lot better than you are. And I'm done.
Because I really want to be, I was like, well, I personally do want to see Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow because they have a lot of hits. And like you said, 25 to 30, I fall in that category. I will be jamming the whole night. But Bow Wow was extremely corny for what he did, making that comment, because no one need to know all that, and you just said it merely just so the blogs will see you. Like, right. He said he has a daughter. First off, cute as a button. She has star quality written all over her.
Right.
Written all over. That little girl is so entertaining. I give her mother all the credit for that.
Right, because he is a fuck nigga for.
But I was just like, why? And it backfired. And then he's like, then he wanted to apologize today. I didn't mean for y'all to take it like that, but you did. Because
you did. And my thing is, you got the attention that you wanted. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Stupid.
And you got attention. You got what you were seeking. You found it, but it just wasn't what you wanted. Don't ask for blessings, and when they come wrapped up, and you know, oh wait, I didn't mean it this way. No, but you did. I just was like, this is ridiculous. But who else was commenting? I'm trying to think. Oh, and then one more thing. I'm sorry, not to harp on Keyshia, but to harp on Keyshia. Then she kept saying, "Oh, can I get up and dance?" Like, get up and dance. Move the microphone. It's on a stand. Like, her whole entire mood was just ornery. Just ornery. From the top to the bottom. Just ornery. And I can't do it. But that it was rating all the, even with the technical issues, this has been the worst verses I've seen. It was just like, even like with Monica and Brandy.
No,
I know, and I'm about to explain myself. They at least had quality music that we loved. Like, I mean, the music was grand. Monica versus Brandy, and even though they were a little stiff, and it was slight tension.
Monica has a genuine distaste for Brandy. Like, the whole time I'm like, oh, Monica don't fuck with her. And then the way Brandy conducted herself, I could see why Monica stopped her in the eye.
I'm very surprised Monica didn't take her 2 front teeth out. It was
very passive aggressive shade. It was also like, let me act this way so maybe she will like me. Nah, girl, be yourself. Just be chill. Like, she was doing the most. And then she was like, oh, but my daughter's here. My daughter's watching. Girl, your daughter is 21 on TikTok talk about some bald-headed hoe shit.
I was like, after I was like, oh, you know, Monica was like, dang, my bad. Come to find out her daughter's a whole adult. Fully grown.
In college.
W-2s.
I thought she was talking about she had another kid. I'm like, yo, Brandy had another
kid. That's what I was thinking. Or maybe like Ray. Maybe she would have said my nieces, because, you know, Ray J's daughters. Your daughter? Bye.
Get the whole hell out of here with the head assery, Brandy.
Adios, amigos. Ugh. But moving on, because honestly, we could talk about that all day in Kiki, but that was a good little nostalgia. But now to bring you to some sad news. Unfortunately, we got some horrendous news, ladies and gentlemen. Insecure season 5 will be the last season of Insecure.
Listen, Issa done got too big for her britches, and I don't like it.
No, they said they wanted to go out on top, which I understand. Just like Fresh Prince did. So, because you will be mad if they kept going season 7, 8, 9, and they ruined the story. They ruined the the magic that is Insecure. So I understand why they're doing it. Issa said in the beginning she never wanted to go past her prime. So I feel like if they wrap everything up effectively and efficiently, don't just wrap stuff up just because it's the last season. If you do it with quality, tasteful, and it makes sense, I'm all for it. It's gonna be, because I feel like when we watch Insecure, that's like our show. Like Martin, Living Single, In Living Color, Wayne's, but those were all great 90s shows, but we still were kids. We were still watching cartoons most of the time. We liked those shows. But like Insecure is our show. We're the age appropriate. And I feel like when I watch, it's just like all of Black Twitter are my cousins, because we're all watching it at the same time and we all have just commentary on it. But it's like now that thing that glues us together, like what else are we gonna have? What are we gonna have? What's next?
Yeah, because you see, to be honest, Insecure really did usher in a whole new wave of Black talent on TV. Like The Shy got really big when Insecure first started getting a buzz. There's a couple other shows on Showtime, so it's ushered in a whole lot of Black creatives.
Even on like streaming services, there's a lot more Black.
Right. Like I haven't seen all this Black talent on cable network shows in years. I think, like, when you think about it, there really hasn't been a cable network show that focused solely on the Black experience outside of, like, nothing on HBO.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that really casted a lot of Black people was Oz, and that was Oz and The Wire, and it wasn't portraying us in a light that was really becoming. Like, Black people are always locked up, Black people are always on the corner, Black people always getting into some shit,
using drugs.
Right, and I think this was one. It was good for Black women because it showcased Black women in a light that they're not chasing after or the sidecar to a man's story. It's a lot of dynamic women that have their own stories and their own issues and struggles. That it was very true to life. It wasn't like Sex and the City to me. It was way better. Sex and the City is and will always be trash to me.
Dang, this delay is killing us. I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
But that's the reason why it showed. I like that the show was called Insecure because, like I said, it plays to the strengths of, as much as I would have thought by 30, I knew what was going on. I had everything all together.
No.
Had no idea. But my early 20s, mid 20s, even sometimes nowadays, I'm just like, so what do I do? And I like how it portrayed that, like, literally, it was true to how we are at this age. How some of our friends are killing it. Molly, she has the great job. Even went to a new firm, had the nice house, killing it. But she's horrible at relationships. You had Issa, who was able to maintain. She had a nice little apartment with her man. They was having the dream. She was, struggling at work. But then she cheated. Oh my gosh, the fact that she was the one who cheated. Lawrence Hyde will never die.
Black men don't cheat. That's all I have to say about that. Black men don't cheat. Yes, Black men don't. You cheat. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hell
no. I'm not saying that we don't. I'm telling you not to. That's all I'm saying.
Well, moving on, because you know what?
Black King. A statement. It was a command. It was a statement. It was a command.
Black men don't cheat.
Right, nigga.
Got it.
Don't you cheat? Black men, don't cheat. That's me addressing y'all. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yes, it was word. Okay.
Take that back.
I literally lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah. So it was showing us in a light that was realistic and that people can relate to. And I love that about the show. And not only did she had amazing actors and actresses. Like, first off, a lot of them niggas was fine as hell. Lawrence, Daniel, who was the other one?
Issa has been getting some quality LAP out there.
Can we just point out
the big actor season 4? What was his name? TSA Bay. TSA Bay was fine too. I don't care.
Oh yeah,
the one with butt.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, had the cheeks all out, just rolls and cheeks.
Can we take a sidebar to Amazon Prime? I I was just gonna say the Amazon Prime for Sylvie's Love.
I've yet to see that. I heard about
He
that
was
though.
in that.
Yeah,
Who?
and the guy,
It's really good.
the main guy that's on Sylvie's Love is Kerry Washington's husband.
Wait.
Oh, in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Who is in Sylvie's life? Who did I name?
Sylvie's Love. I forget his name.
Love.
He's an
Sylvie's
African guy.
Love.
Who?
But no, the Issa, who she cheated on with, you just said his name and I can't think of his
Oh,
name.
Daniel. Daniel's in Sylvie's Love.
Daniel. Yeah.
I'm watching that tonight. I'm
Not
watching
tonight.
tonight. That is a fine individual. Oof. Now,
He is
if
a
you had to
fine
choose out of
individual.
all the people Nisa was with, who would you choose Lawrence out of all of them?
I think if I was Issa, Lawrence is very much her speed. They have the best dynamic with one another. And there's that. It's not something that's strange. They're very comfortable. So it's not like it's like Daniel was just some nigga she was fucking.
No,
All
they
the other
had
dudes.
too. They literally had. They went to college together. They all went to college together. You know, they all had history. Daniel's a producer. He's fine.
Listen, I like to see her with Lawrence because Lawrence is the one that she has been the most invested in and doesn't have to start over. No matter, just because she knew somebody back then, she knows who Lawrence is now and who Lawrence will be, going forward. It's Daniel. If she were to go back and try to get with Daniel, she would have to go back to square one because y'all are at an age where y'all not the same people that you are from college. I know one thing. I'm not.
Now that nigga is fine. Look at him. Nathan, also known as, what's his real name? I know his real name.
Sarunas Jackson?
No, Kendrick. I follow him on Instagram.
Light skin.
Kendrick Sampson. Good God.
There it is, Kendrick Sampson.
I mean, I like if it's not gonna be Lawrence, of anybody of her
He didn't do it for
niggas,
me.
well, that's because you don't like light skinned niggas, and that's fine. However, Kendrick Sampson, it's the voice for me. Yes, God.
It's the voice for me. Cause when he gets in real close, he's be like, so easy.
I want a cigarette now. I don't even smoke.
Woo! That man, he be getting in real close with the Adam's apple just to do. Oof.
You're so stupid.
Nathan, I choose Nathan. Her and Nathan, because he was a fresh start. I still a little unaware of his background, and when he goes to her, I wanted to punch his two front eyeballs to the back of his head. However, if you ask me, I really hope she ends up with Nathan, even though
I would say either Nathan or Lawrence, because at this point, Lawrence got a whole baby coming with Condola's phone.
Right, because Nicaragua is pregnant.
What did you just call her?
Condola is her name.
No, Lauren, what did you just call her?
I called her Nicaragua. I don't know. I never learned her name, Condola.
Her name was
Condola.
Thank you very much. And yes. And then she got so much hate. I'm like, what are y'all hating on her for? Well, she left Issa high and dry. So
because it's just like, bitch, where did you come from?
Right. Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Issa sought her out. Whoa. Issa sought her out, wanted her help for stuff. Don't y'all do that?
No, Issa sought her out and wanted her help, but she didn't know that she was fucking with Lawrence. She didn't know she was with Lawrence. When they found
out, Issa was very friendly about it. She was very mature about it.
You always gonna get the side eye because it's just like,
bitch, you fucking him after I fuck him, and I know I can still fuck him now because he's still mine.
But she's not Issa's friend. She was her business partner.
That's all it is. It doesn't. We're not upset at that. We're upset at the principle. Just look at the straight facts. The fact that you're here is upsetting.
The principle.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Like you're here. And then he wanted to marry you. And you turned him down, but you want to have the baby?
Right.
I don't get that. What is that about? You literally told this man, it's okay if you want to be a
baby mom.
It's okay if you want to leave your child. It's okay that it's your first child. And I told you Well, he didn't answer the phone, but I've been trying to tell you for a minute, but I ghosted you that I'm pregnant. But if you want to be another stereotype, it's okay. Peace out. Who the
Like, granted,
does
like
that?
I can see the two of them co-parenting. Like, I grew up in a
Mhm.
situation where I had decent co-parenting of what it's supposed to be. But the fact of the matter is, Lawrence clearly does not want to be a dad right now. Lawrence does not want to be a father and be attached to you.
But he's not a deadbeat. Lawrence is
Right.
gonna take care of that baby. But for her to say it's okay if you don't, that I took so much offense. Like, how you gonna tell this man it's okay if you don't be a father? What is wrong with you?
Because you have to understand where it's coming from. Because it at the end of the day, it is her decision to have this. But my thing
Right.
is like what you need to, if you're quote unquote thinking in the best interest of the baby, you're gonna
Exactly.
what you should be thinking of, if what you should be thinking of, and a lot of people don't think um parents in the same house doesn't have to be a thing anymore, and it really should be, because it is going to be. She don't got no kids. She's carefree. She don't know what the fuck she about to get her ass into. She don't know the fuck she about to be tired 27 hours in the day and still not be done. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going to resent him because you asked her what she did. Somebody needs to slap her ass because she's not thinking straight. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, don't marry somebody, number one, because you're pregnant, but don't tell them that they can't be a father. Hell yeah, your ass need to be here. Hell yeah.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
She just
Don't
don't
sit
know.
there.
She's naive. Like,
But I ain't got no kids either, and I would never tell somebody, you don't have to be a dad. What the hell's wrong with you?
right. And it's
Like,
and it's that I don't even think that's something like he could definitely be like, I'm gonna take you to court then because you're kind of pushing me away and I want to solidify the fact that I need to have time in
boom,
my child's life.
there
So
it
we
is.
have to do that. That would be his next move. That would be the checkmate.
So Molly, okay, so let's do some do 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 do. I don't have some on my soundboard yet, but do 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 do. Give me your top 3 predictions that for everybody on season 5. So, Kelly, Amanda's husband, the baby, Molly, all of them. Give me your top 3 predictions of how you feel season 5 is going to end.
Kelly is going to be the linchpin between Molly and Issa. Like, she's the linchpin of that friend group. Like, she's the one that has relationships with everybody. Like, when you look at the dynamic of things, Tiffany, uh, Tiffany is Amanda Seale's character, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Amanda Seale's character and Issa don't really have that type of interaction with one another outside of the group. They're not really deep friends. But Kelly, on the other hand, is the one that has a relationship with everybody. If you watch the dynamic of the show for like the past 4 seasons,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Kelly brings everybody together. If it wasn't for Kelly, them other 3 bitches wouldn't be hanging out with one another outside of Issa and Molly.
Molly, yep. Mm-hmm.
I feel like Issa and Molly are probably going to end on not being friends anymore,
Agreed.
unless Molly has that moment where she realizes, "Damn, I'm a fucked up person. I have everything that I want, but my life is in shambles because I'm selfish and I accept no fault in the things that I do." If you look at how she went with Andrew, like, Andrew was a good ass dude. Like, I'm not into Asians like that, but I'm into that one. He's everything. Listen, she sat on that whole man's face and he loved every bit of it. I said, listen, if you got one of them,
They
I
pushed
know
the
that's right.
envelope. I was just like,
I was like,
It's
oh.
HBO.
I said,
I
but
know, but
still,
still.
I mean,
I've never seen that like that on HBO before. I've only seen them talk about shit, but not be about the shit. I was
Even
like,
with
well,
sex scenes, you don't see stuff like that. So I was like,
I saw a lot of penises
oh, you
watching
never watched
Insecure.
Real Sex.
no, on shows, we're not talking about.
Not the documentaries, but like on the scripted series. I've
Yeah,
seen a lot of penis on that show.
Oh, on the scripted shit. I
yeah,
mean,
that's what
to a
we're
certain
talking about.
extent.
To a certain extent, it wasn't graphic, but it was like, oh,
No,
nigga, that's a dick.
no, I
Just
mean
like
like the stuff they
Sandwood.
put on HBO.
Yeah, the stuff that they put on HBO, like the docu-series, is different than the
Yeah.
written series. Like a lot of people on the written series aren't comfortable with being full frontal. And
Or riding somebody's face. I was just like, oh, okay. Well, hey.
that's what we're doing in these
Yeah.
I
HBO
mean, I've been
streets?
watching. I've watched a couple things, but like I don't know. Like I feel like because I don't know, sex is like different, but like the Sopranos and the killing and the this and the that, and then I've
Yeah, you don't.
seen
I've watched The Sopranos.
The
You don't see
Wire
nobody
from
riding somebody's
HBO,
face.
right?
Right, but again, the violent part,
But and
again,
even in Sex in the City, you have.
it was always more
I've seen it
implied and
in
not
Sex in the
stated.
City for sure.
It wasn't like that though. Like it wasn't. You get what I'm saying, right? Like it wasn't. They cut away, or they'll give you a
Right.
glimpse. It'll cut next scene.
But it was like, oh, these niggas
Yeah.
ain't cutting.
I was like, okay, so it's still she's mounting him.
Still going. Oh,
He's in there. Go.
oh,
Oh.
yeah.
So that was just
I don't
shocking.
know. I just don't be surprised at stuff like that. I guess that's where I'm coming from. Like I'm not shocked because the envelope has already been pushed to me. Like even small scenes in like, other things, that's already pushed. That's on TV. I'm watching that. Like any kid can turn the TV. So it just doesn't surprise me that it's head.
That's true. But I also feel like
Yeah, what's your third prediction?
Lawrence may not be with Issa. He may go and be with Condola, or Issa be like, nigga, you got a whole kid. I don't got time for this shit. I don't want to be a part of this shit. Like, I'm good. You go do what you want to do, and I'll be out. Because who really but also, who in their 30s is going to go be with somebody who went and had a kid? You expect me to change diapers? You expect me to be a carpool? No, because I'm not. That's just me. No, absolutely not. Couldn't possibly. What do you think?
Yeah, Lauren, your top 3 predictions?
Oh, me, my turn.
See.
I the situation with Molly and Issa, I think it won't necessarily get solved. It'll be like a piece up, but they won't be besties anymore. The reason why is because in general, I think that I think Issa, for whatever reason, I just feel like it's gonna be not necessarily a cliche, but like kind of like what I've seen in other series where like she's gonna go out of state for whatever reason, or she's going to go to New York and do one of her do one of her things where she's bringing black artists or whatever the case may be because she's gotten popular or whatever by this time. Like now she's done X amount of block parties on the West Coast, so now they want to bring it here, or she's going to be doing something like bigger. So she's going to leave, and there's either going to be like Lawrence probably will want to like, no, well, please say we can make this work. But I think that in order for her to step away from that, because it's still going to be the circle, and I think that Issa is going to hurt seeing that. So I feel like there's a fresh start for her in another city. So that's why I think the relationship between her and Molly probably will just get like a piece up, like, okay, I'm sorry, and this, that, third. But I feel like she's going to move. That's what ultimately, and that's how it will end.
I can see that.
You got 2 more?
Nah.
You ain't got 2 more?
That's pretty much it. That's the whole damn story as far as I'm concerned.
I'm just asking if not.
Well, just you mean like another scenario?
No, do you have any more predictions for the show?
Like, okay. Like, okay. So other than that, I think that I don't know. I'm kind of sticking with that one. I'm gonna stick with that one because I just feel
That's
that
solid.
one that's in my heart for whatever reason.
I want to see more of Kelly.
Yeah, so I feel like if you give me my top 3 predictions, I feel like not Ashley, Lord of Mercy, Amanda Seal's character, Tiffany and her husband, they may be on the brink of, they may end on them may not being together. Now he loves her, she loves him, but I think this may be enough to push her away from him. Like, I think he's still going to want to be married, but unless she gets her, everything together with her and her postpartum, I think they might, end with them. We don't know what's going to happen to the Dubois.
The
Dubois.
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 You're silly.
2, I think.
I thought you
Um,
said the bros, and I was like, I'm Gary started Googling like, who's that?
I think who is Lawrence's friend who always popping shit? He was the one who was sucking the straw.
Oh, the hoe dude,
Yeah.
the real estate agent.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
I think he's finally gonna get married and we're gonna meet his wife
Again,
because his girl has been like a mystery this whole time.
wasn't
They
he supposed to get married before, and he cheated on her, but he fucked the stripper at the bachelor party?
sure did.
Okay, I'm not
But
tripping.
I think he's gonna find a new wife or she's gonna forgive him.
Mm.
And then lastly, I think that not only it's a series of things going to happen. Issa's going to get a better position. She's finally going to get the job she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Molly is going to come to the realization that she's been a trash friend. And they're going to make up, but it's not, I don't think they're going to be as cool as they were before, but they're going to be, respectable level. And I think, and I hope Nathan and Issa end the series together. I don't want her with Lawrence. She needs to grow. She needs to go from insecure to secure, from incomplete to complete, from that to this. So that's just my prediction. So y'all hold us to it. When Szn Bye-ve, as they've been calling it, comes out, you'll see if we were right. But now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the podcast where we have our squeeze questions. And the question of the evening is, once a cheater, always a cheater? How do y'all feel about that?
I'm gonna let you go first, Lauren.
I'm a born again cheater, so I believe I have faith in us to be able to
Did you say born again cheater? I can't with you.
yeah, I am. I was rebirthed. Because my thing is like it depends. It depends on your level of maturity, and I'm being completely transparent. I looked at it as I felt that you was cheating, so I was going to do the same thing, and I was okay with telling you about it. I'm not necessarily a secretive cheater. You ask me and you want to have a straight up conversation. I'll have a straight up conversation with you. I may not necessarily offer it to you, but if you want to have a straight up conversation, I'm gonna tell you why I did what I did,
So
and
you
I'm
didn't cheat
going
first. You
to.
revenge cheated.
Huh?
You didn't cheat
I
first.
revenge cheated, yes.
Okay.
Right, I revenge cheated, but I was like, I found out, and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay, all right, definitely gonna cheat back. Definitely gonna be like, well, I was cheating back. Be like, you was yeah, you cheated. So I thought it was a thing. So well, don't show me stuff that's okay to do that you do, and then I can't do it. I'm definitely that person. I'm going to be the, all right, this was what we doing. All right, cool. That's what we doing. It was okay when you was doing it, but why is it a problem when I'm doing it? Right. But I've grown for that. I've become, it doesn't have to be tit for tat with things, especially in a relationship, because that doesn't have to be a part of my character. So, and it doesn't necessarily make you feel good. At the time, I was very young, so it was just like I didn't have any other, like, how do I want to say? I didn't have any other like responsibilities, and I just was like taking it as a grain of salt. Like, all right, you did what you did. I did what I did. Now we even. Either we gonna move on or we gonna move apart. So that was that.
So once a cheater, always a cheater, or you can be reformed. Is
No,
what you're saying?
you
No.
can
Okay.
be reformed because you have the. You can. I feel like you have the opportunity to be like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I feel like you will also reap what you sow. So once a cheater, yes, you can be reformed if you choose to, because I don't believe unless people, unless people, I believe everybody has self control unless you have like seriously a mental illness, unless you are autistic. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You have self control. You do what you want. Just like when people say, I can't control my mouth. That's a cop out to me. I feel like you can, you decided not to. So you can not cheat, you just decided not to, and just leave it at that. You ain't falling no pussy. You ain't falling no dick. You sat there, you looked, you wanted, you lusted, you went back to the room, you let him touch your butt, you let him whatever, you started sucking, whatever. You started doing all of that. The cheating starts with it up here, and I always will believe that. To me, cheating starts up here. You can cheat in your mind. To me.
Okay. All right, Armin. I know this has been your chest has been pulsating from what you wanted to say. So go ahead, Armin. Is it once a
All
cheater,
right.
always a cheater?
See, my thing is, I've never stayed around to find out
Oh.
because for me, if I'm making a commitment to somebody, I stand by my commitment. You made a commitment to me. I made a commitment to you for us to be in a monogamous relationship. If you go outside my relationship, you have one broken my trust. And if I cannot trust you, I'm not the type. I'm not going to go through your phone. I'm not going to go through your email. I'm not going to, um, I'm not going to have to do any investigating. If I feel like you're cheating on me, you're cheating on me. If you're giving me a reason to think that you're cheating on me, you're cheating on me. I make it very known in the beginning of the relationship. You cheat on me, we're done. I might knock you the fuck out. I will go smooth the fuck off. I've been in situations where I've been in a relationship where I was like, listen, if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, don't let me find out. Because when I do find out, you're gonna regret you ever met me. You're gonna regret you ever were in a situation with me. You're gonna wish you never met me at all. You're gonna wish that you did not exist because I'm going to go bananas. And it's for me, don't violate my trust. The don't violate my time. Those are the two most precious things that I can give to somebody is my trust and my time. If I'm investing my time in you because I love you, because I want to be with you, I don't get with someone to date. I get with someone to like go for the long haul. If I'm with
Mm-hmm.
you for any type of time and I find you entertaining somebody else, you're gonna be with that. I'm not gonna sit there and we can make it. No, the fuck we can't because I'm not built that way. I'm not a turn the other cheek person. You get one opportunity and you fuck that opportunity up, nigga. Fuck you. We are done. Like I was in a relationship with someone who was a serial cheater, and I never really saw the signs until that person was in my face. So, oh, okay. I told you, don't let me find out. I'm not going to make, you're not going to make a liar out of me. So after I politely unhinged this person's jaw for coming at me over my 2.5 year relationship and wanted to tell me something, I let him know we're done.
Wait,
And to
wait,
this,
wait, wait, wait. You said you unhinged his jaw.
I'm sorry, what? How long you know me? How long you know me? You're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to disrespect me in my relationship and think that you're going to walk away from it. I'm either going to cut you the fuck out or knock you the fuck out. Mind you, I was in my early 20s at the time. But if I feel as though I cannot trust you, that's the quickest way to violate my trust is to cheat on me. Especially when I know I'm giving you everything and more. You don't gotta want shit from me. I cook. My job is good. I got a nice ass place, car. My sex is top tier. I don't like you. Don't need to want for nothing else. And to be honest,
You're loving, you're caring, you're
right? Like you have everything you
attentive.
want. When you going to go risk all that for just some piece of somebody that ain't even half of what I am. No. Once a cheater, you're done. There's. I don't care if you go through rehab, you go through therapy. I don't care what you do, especially if it ain't no ring on the finger. The only way I can say I would stay is if I've been married to someone for more than 2-3 years and we have kids, we have property together. Your name is on deeds, leases, cars, and things like that. Sometimes it's cheaper to keep a nigga. However, no, I will hurt you.
And I'm actually glad you both are on the opposite spectrums because you have one person saying, yes, reform can happen. You can have grace. You can change your work lifestyle. You have somebody else saying, hell no, you got to go. So go get your bag so you can go, ho, ho.
But
Ah, ah,
also, but
thank you.
also,
Thank you.
I've never cheated. So I can't say that I am a cheater, I am a serial anything, because now there is a difference between cheating and hoeing. Now, if ain't no commitment, ain't no oh we go together or I'm your boyfriend, we're in a committed relationship, I shall put my body parts where my body parts will damn will please. And
Yeah, because you're single.
you can't say nan about it because you know nan hoe. That been
If you're
places I've
single,
been.
it's not
That's
cheating.
so to me, that's the only time I could
I
ever
remember. I
justify.
remember.
That could be the only time that I would ever be able to justify that. If
And I, oh, go ahead, Nephew, go ahead.
Lauren,
Me. I was
mm-hmm.
gonna say, I remember getting a Facebook message way back from a girl that was saying like, "Hi, are you with such and such?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my dude. Like, he came up to, see me. We do this, that, and third." She was like, "Well, um, I've been talking to him since X, Y, and Z time." And I said, "Okay." And she was like, "He's playing you." She was like, "He told me about you. However, we just had we just did X, Y, and Z last night." And I'm like, "Oh, interesting."
So how
So
my
I
shit
gave her
taste?
my number and for real. So I'm like, I gave her my number. We talked more, and I
Is
confronted
this the
him about it.
situation that blew up
He
back
obvious
home?
no no no
Oh,
no.
okay.
This was I'm not even talking about like that's
This is what happened.
that's high school. Yeah, come on now, you just I was still in college when this happened. Like I was
Oh, okay.
away, and he happened to want come to see me. I told him, nah, like it's cool. I'm coming home when we go home in the next week or say so because we lived in he was from Philly and I was from Jersey, but I said when we go home, we'll hang out then or whatever the case may be. So I talked to him about it. He like kind of reassured me, whatever that it didn't mean anything to her. Like he said that she was lying and that was old news and that I shouldn't even worry, like she's crazy. He was like basically she's crazy, like don't listen to nothing. So I blocked the girl, me being me. But then I sat back and I'm like, why would she
So
go to all
sweet.
of that trouble to like search me and like X, Y, and Z? So I took it upon myself to um, and then one night, oh, when we got back, there was a night he was supposed to come and see me, and he decided not to. Like all of a sudden, he was just like not coming, and I'm like, I was mad because I was ready. Like I wanted to chill. I wanted to get like, you know what I'm saying.
Get your buns
So I
done.
had right. So I had a message. I got a text from a good friend. I'm just gonna say that, and that was that. So I cheated back. So the next morning he called me. He was like, I called you last night, like around 3 in the morning. I was like, oh, I was out. He was like, where was you out? I was like, one of my friends that came and got me. He was like, "What friend?" He was like, "Oh, your girlfriend?" You like, "With your female friends?" I was like, "No, I was out with a dude." He was like, "You was out with a dude at 3 o'clock in the morning." I was like, "Yeah." I thought that was like what we were doing because you have other friends and I have other friends, so I thought that was cool. He's like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
"So
Let's
you
talk
really
this
telling
shit.
me you cheated on me right now?" And I was like,
Boom.
it was like the longest pause ever. He was like, "So you really telling me you cheated on me right now?" I was like, "But I thought that was a thing.
But
Like
see,
I
my
thought
thing
that's
is
what we were
technically
doing."
like that in the same that is one thing, but I've always made it a point to okay, you cheat nigga, we done. And if we get back together,
Oh
I'm
yeah, we
making it
were
known that
done. It was
right.
done.
So technically you wasn't cheating. You was out here doing you. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing
Right,
to
doing me because in
purposefully
my head we were broken up. He didn't know
right.
yet.
Like I mean, well,
And that's how we do.
Yeah,
Man,
so that's
let's
how it was in my head.
okay,
Like technically in my head,
okay,
where the
okay.
money reside.
listen. For
And that's
me,
Mary had a what? Little lamb.
like if you're gonna see somebody out the relationship, I always tell motherfuckers, make it worth it. Make it somebody that's making more money than me. Make it be someone that's the fuck cuter than me. Make it somebody that can cook better than me because 9 times out of 10 the motherfucker can't. Make sure it's someone that if they speak to me, they can whip my ass because 9 times out of 10 you won't. You understand what I'm saying? Like make it worth it because when I'm done, I'm done. And then when the next nigga I get with will be miles above what you're doing. Because when you see me, because I'll make sure that you see me so you can understand, like, no, don't sweat that. We
Right.
good. You not worry about it. You see what I'm with now. You know what I'm saying? I've never been the person to cheat. I've always made sure that if I'm going to be outside my relationship is done and over with. That way I can never be the
Yeah.
person with blood on my hands. I'm not. I've never been that person.
And
Like,
I
oh,
definitely
someone's
Child, get some Dove soap. You be all right. Like, no, I
and
don't know.
Armin, your ideologies is definitely my sentiments. I do believe that once a cheater, because technically once a cheater, always a cheater. If you've done it once, you still are a cheater. And I believe in redemption, but not in the same relationship.
right.
Because once my trust is broken, I can't give it. I can't give it
I
back to
need
you.
time.
With me being 30, well, I'm 30, so 30 plus whatever. I'm looking for somebody to be my husband, right? I'm looking for a man to be somebody that I will build a relationship with, foundation with, have kids with, the life, boom, boom, boom. So if we in it for 6 months, a year, 2 years, or whatever, and you still like that's like one of the ones things, just don't do it. Like you said, you are a person who has self-control. You are a person of sound body and mind. You didn't get taken over. This wasn't something that just happened. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. You thought about it, you implemented it, you executed it. Like throughout all these stages, you could have just taken it back and been like, you know what, this isn't right. Because I too have never cheated on anybody. And yes, there could be emotional cheating. I won't deny that because a lot of people are like, what about emotional cheating? Yes, that can happen too. However, physical cheating is one thing, emotional cheating is another. You can emotional cheat and I never know. But then again, some people be like, I can tell in your mannerisms, but we're just talking about physical cheating here. So just physical cheating. You had to take the time to put these pieces of, everything into place, everything into succession to cheat, and then be like, I didn't mean it. No, you didn't.
No, motherfucker, you did. You
You
knew what
didn't.
it was when you was hiding phone numbers, deleting text messages, meeting up. Like, motherfucker, you want me to
Like
hurt
you didn't
you?
mean to get caught, or you probably didn't mean to hurt my feelings. That's probably what you mean. But you did mean to do what you did. I just hate when people say that. I didn't mean to do that. You did. You
And
meant
then
to
when you,
do it.
and then when I find out and I'm flipping out about it, don't make it seem like I'm crazy because I know how to put
Gaslighting.
one plus one
Ooh.
together. No, motherfucker, see, you like that's usually the first thing I say.
Hate a gaslighter.
The moment that you just don't own up to it, that's what makes me go 0 to 1 million. Like, do you want me to hurt you? Like, don't make me seem like I'm the one that's fucking tripping or I'm the one that shouldn't be mad when you're the one that purposely went outside of our situation, violated my trust, wasted my fucking time. Like, Dog, square the fuck up. Like, are you nuts?
We here are not from Concentrate Podcast. We don't condone violence. I'm just want to put that out there. That little caveat.
Who is we? Because
We don't wake up and choose violence.
You're
Just
gonna mess
a
up
little
her
caveat.
sponsors. Say. So what I was gonna say, here's the thing with me and cheating. I guess I like have to look at things like in a bigger spectrum from time to time. It is very situational with me with this factor. I guess so. What for me it is like when you say like I can't be with a cheater, or I can't be with this type of person. Um, I guess when it comes down to it, like a lot of people are not going to be upfront about what they did in past relationships. Number one, because it's all more than likely it was it when most people say when they talk about past relationships. Some will. I've seen it in the movies, but I don't think I've ever seen it in the other in real life where people are like, no, I was a fucked up ass person. I cheated. I X amount of days every Wednesday I met up with a bitch or I met up with a dude and we went to the hotel on Route 38 and fucked our brains out. And then I
Not
went
the
home.
feather in.
Yes.
Not the feather nested.
Yep. And fucked our brains out. And I came home and I kissed him right in the mouth. And I knew it. And it was because X, Y, and Z, he didn't do this for me. He didn't do that for me. So my thing is like I feel like everybody's going into a blind eye. So now, but I only say that to say is when that person comes to me, person could be the best person to me. That's not my perception of them. That person
mm-hmm.
is not a cheater to me. I have fulfilled and whatever, and we're in a relationship and we're about to get married because they want to make that next step. So that's why I feel that yes, the person can change you. You have that person has to decide they're not going to do that to that person. So that's why the reason I can only say like it's not always once a cheater, always a cheater because are going to make adjustments for who they want to. It's just that they're not going to make adjustments for you.
Right.
And that's why you need to leave.
Understandable. But he still cheated.
Right. But my thing is this. Also, I agree with Lauren 100%.
I do agree.
What someone did in a prior relationship ain't got shit to do with me. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Because again, people will do what you allow.
Right.
I just make it known from the door what I will and will not allow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I make it known. Like you can't say I'm not crazy because I fucking told you. You can't say I wouldn't punch you in your face because I told you from the jump. I might punch you in your face.
Right. Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
absolutely.
You can't say that I never told you cheating wasn't a deal breaker because I told you from the jump. Don't cheat on me or we're done. Like I lay everything out. I don't really ask about why prior relationships ended because that has nothing to do with me.
Especially if someone comes to you as honestly as he did. If somebody would have said, yes, in my past relationship, I've cheated because I was in crap, I would actually respect you more because you knew why you did it. You knew it was wrong. You self-analyzed and now you're ready to grow. That's fine and dandy because that wasn't it.
So what if but the flip side to that, because it's not you, that doesn't necessarily solidify that they're going. I just gave the scenario that that person can come back and cheat on you too.
He can, but from what your scenario was.
So that's why I said it's situational and you have to look at, like, to me, you know, you have to, I guess you just have to look at where the person is, you know, or just be like me and believe that everybody cheats.
I don't believe that everybody cheats. I believe that everybody has the potential to cheat. Because let's be very clear.
I believe in that.
Nigga, like my DMs are very lit, and I will never deny the fact that my DMs are lit. But I don't entertain everybody in my DMs because that's not my. Bro, what you eating? You hungry?
Yeah, all of it. He's literally in the middle of his sentence.
I'm
At least
sorry.
he was quiet trying to get his face and drink. He was pouring off quietly.
But for me, it's I ain't mad at you. because I got this burger right here. I'm gonna fuck it up in a minute, but I just it's all about what you do with the opportunity and knowing the good and the bad. I try to listen to this motherfucker on this side because this is my good side. But every now and then, this nigga might say, "Apply to that motherfucker. He cute as shit." Now you know you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your level of. It's the thing that pisses me off is that it's the respect thing for me. It's
It's
the
the
fact that
respect for me.
it's the respect for me. If you do not, you cheating on me means you do not think of me to let me know that you do not want to be in my relationship or that you do not agree with the terms and conditions of this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Like, why
The
can't you
moment,
just say it's over? Why do you
right?
have to cheat? I
Exactly.
don't get that.
Like
Oh
the
my gosh.
moment,
Go ahead, Armin. Go off.
it breaks down to respect and communication. If you cannot communicate with me that you are unhappy, that means you do not respect me. I have to fight. Don't do that with me. Don't do that with me. Like, that is the quickest way. Like, the Ike Turner stare.
Right.
Huh? Like, that's what it is for me. It's you have more. Our relationship should be an open forum where there's more than enough space and opportunity for you to say, you know what, I'm not feeling this. Or, you know what, we need to talk. Say, like, I was dating somebody, he said he wanted an open relationship. And I'll let him know the only thing that'll be open will be his chest at his autopsy because I don't play that shit.
How do you get men? And you're just so, it's like 0 to 100. There's no, well, we could talk about it. Or, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do it. It's
because number one, I'm very transparent and I'm very blunt about it. Like, listen, no, that's not my shit. If I want you, I want you. I'm a Scorpio to the fact was, yes, I'm nasty, yes, I'm freaky, but I'm nasty and freaky for the right motherfucker. I'm not for everybody. Like, there is going to be no open situation with me. It's I want you and only you. And if I cannot have you and all of you 100%, I don't want you at all.
another good Ashanti song. Only you can make me feel. Just had to say that. Okay, go ahead.
But like that's just what it is for me. If I'm not being happy and we cannot talk it out, therefore I will break up and either go it alone because I'm not I'm comfortable with being by myself, or I'll find somebody else I can get with easier terms and conditions of all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's like for you, it's like don't cross me or you'll meet the crossroads. I'm like, there's nothing in between there.
I will put you on a fucking t-shirt, homeboy. Don't play with me.
But no, I definitely agree with both of what y'all saying. But like I said, for me, previous relationships, as long as you've grown from what you did, I can get past because, like you said, it didn't affect me. But like Lauren said, it is situational. Because for me, the most model citizen, we can have communication, we can talk about our issues. But before, you may have been, the person may not have been that way with you. They didn't give you that space to do that. You didn't feel like you could. So it's all situational. But I do feel at the end of the day, my statement is going to be once a cheater, yes, always a cheater. However, just because you have cheated don't mean you will always cheat.
Right.
That's how I see the situation. So technically, like if you've done drugs, you will always be, or if you were a drug addict, you were a drug addict. If you were addicted to crack, you were a crackhead. Doesn't mean you always have to be a crackhead. Doesn't mean you will always be a crackhead. I'm just saying.
They got this thing. I'm sorry, you said crackhead. So they have this thing on Netflix. It's called Crack. Watch it. It's actually really good.
What's it about?
Crack. In the
I'm
80s.
good. I'm good. Listen, I've seen a lot firsthand, and I've seen all I need to see.
It's just no. It's like it comes from.
I think that's going to be the title of this episode. What's it about? Crack. See everybody.
Yeah. No. Like. No, because it comes from it. I mean, it's not that I haven't seen documentaries similar to this, but it goes from like it has drug dealers that have literally Ricky Ross is in there, and the original Rick Ross. So he's in there just talking about things and how stuff worked and how it like popped off so quick and just like people that were on drugs were on there. But that was just a sidebar. It was just really good to me. And then it talks from a political standpoint and how basically it was shoved in the black community. I don't know how else to put it.
Nixon.
Well,
Right,
listen, they put all that shit through the black community the same way. And the crazy
right.
thing is, nowadays, working and seeing the things that I have seen, the amount of white people that do that shit is crazy.
Yes.
Oh no, but now it's a crisis. It's an opioid epidemic. Before
Yes,
it was
but
war on drugs.
the thing is that that's exactly what they talk about. There he was like 95% of my customers were white.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh
Like, let me tell you
wow.
something.
That's where most of my money came from.
Right, because they buy that shit in bulk.
Right.
Like, listen, I realized the amount of white people that do hard drugs more than
Mm-hmm.
black people was when I started going to an all-white high school. I
Mm.
went to an all-white high school, and you know how when you're in high school they have ditch parties? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to the ditch party. I go in the, like, we go in this house, and again, this is South Florida, Miramar, Florida, Coral Springs, Florida. Affluent kids that parents have money. They have two-parent households. Mom's a doctor, dad's a lawyer, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they have money. I walk into this big ass kitchen, like our cousin Lori's kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
in when she lived in Mount Laurel, like
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
that.
Very
They
familiar.
have mountains of cocaine on the damn kitchen counter.
In
Like,
high school?
girl, we were 16, 17, and it was kids doing lines of cocaine off the countertop. I said, "Oh no, I got to go home because I do." Mm,
Right.
But
And
like
they
you
talk
were in
about
Miami, so
the cocaine too.
between
they call
cocaine,
Miami the what is it? The cocaine cowboys. The city they call Miami the city that coke built, or that
yeah,
cocaine built. Yeah,
absolutely, because it's so easy for it to come in, like
Right. It's right
it
between
was
there.
weed and
literally
coke.
right there.
It's right there.
Uh-huh.
Like they bring it in and cut it. Like I've seen it. I'm like, Jesus, no, no, thank you, no,
So you weren't
no, no,
thinking about
no.
federal time or anything like that. Just I don't want nothing to do with it.
I would listen when as soon as I walked in and I saw the shit that was going on in that kitchen. I did an about face and took my ass home where I needed to be. Because no, listen, I
Oh, this took
looked in.
about
Do
25
you
years. Yeah, I'm
do
out.
you see how light I am? I was literally the darkest thing in that fucking house, and guess who would have been the first person in jail? No, thank you. I don't want no parts of that.
I've
Give me
never
my
been
little bit of.
offered crack.
Well, crack is crack. All crack is cocaine that's been like
The
cooked,
base.
It stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right?
The base.
So
Yeah.
I think mm, crack
I've never
in the
been
70s.
offered coke
But see, here's
neither.
the thing: crack in the
Either of mine,
70s,
crack or coke.
was the white people thing. That's how they did their drugs. They smoked their crack.
And LSD too.
And it
Psychedelic.
was right, not even that, but just white people did it, and it was like what the rich people did because
Mm-hmm.
rich
Here
niggas
we go.
smoked their
People still doing
cocaine.
coke in Hollywood now. That's how they function. From what I understand, you could be a functioning cocaine head, not a crackhead, but a functioning cocaine
You can
head.
be a functioning crackhead too. I've
Mm-hmm.
known a couple.
Oh my God, the guy, that's what I was about to tell you. The guy in the damn documentary, they talking about in New York. So they talked about different drug dealers. He was like, I was working for the state of New York, went to work every day, smoked crack before, smoked crack on my lunch break. Then by the time I got off to work, I needed to get more. So I went and got more and smoked crack through the rest of my night.
Listen, Wendy Williams used to run a whole radio show. Higher than the fucking 4th of July fireworks. Do you hear me?
This is
Listen, Wendy
crazy.
used to be higher than a
She said
giraffe's
it. She said it.
ass.
She's like, look, I used to be high, ladies and gentlemen, high. But it gave her personality. Those are like some of her best years, and you would have never known.
And she had the
Hmm
black ass nerve. Niggas don't have the fuck audacity
If they ain't got
to
one thing,
call
mm.
to call out Whitney Houston.
Whitney needed to be called out because, to be honest with you, her
Her
But
daddy
daddy's
Wendy
needed to
wasn't
be
nickname
the
was
called
person
Stay
to
out.
Out.
do it. Wendy wasn't the person to do it. You're a cokehead yourself.
Yes.
No, because real recognize real, and I think really while it came from a place of messiness, it came from a place of, girl, get your shit together because you have more things to do than what you're doing. I'm not the biggest Wendy Williams fan, but I kind of get where it comes from. It's like when you see someone doing fucked up shit that you have done and you have reformed yourself from, it's like, yo, you need to chill because you're gonna fuck around and not be here. You know what I'm saying?
Then I think you need to say, yo, you need to chill because you're gonna fuck around and
Fuck
not be
around,
here.
not be here.
Oh, listen,
Not on the guy. Oh yeah,
I certainly believe the way that she went about it was a bit fucked up.
yeah.
But
A
it
bit.
also
Right.
also it did bring a lot of light to things because remember when Whitney Houston said that when Wendy Williams said that shit, everyone called Wendy Williams a fucking liar, and then later on, cuckoo chew, look what's going on here. Whitney's on crack.
He said,
And then on top of that, you do know Wendy Williams was the first person to talk about Bill Cosby, and everybody thought that she got fired. Remember when Wendy Williams came to Philly?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, when
Power
Wendy
99.
came, when she was on Power 99, it's because Bill Cosby had her fired. He threatened to sue and had her fired, and that's when she ran to Philly to run the radio station. She was the first person to say
I
that
thought
Bill
that was
Cosby
karma
was a
for what she did
rapist.
to Charlemagne.
That's
Huh?
crazy.
I thought that was karma for what she did to Charlemagne.
No, she didn't do shit to Charlemagne.
Yes, she did.
When she came to Philly, Charlemagne came on her show.
Oh, that's
But
so she didn't. Oh, okay.
But she's been to Philly twice. She left Hot 97 and came to Philly. This is when I was in like high school, junior high, high school. And then she went back to New York to do something else and then came to Philly again.
Okay, so the first time she came, I probably was too young to even remember that. But the second time I remember. That's crazy. But how do we get on crack?
Because
listen,
I don't know.
Crack is
My
whack.
bad.
I smoke. Let me tell you something. Crack is cheap. I've made too much money in my life ever smoke
Oh,
crack.
I was
Crack
making a
is
point,
lit.
and then you said crack. So that's the point I think I was trying to make. I don't even know the point I was trying to make. So we're just gonna end it here because I can't even remember what I was saying in the beginning. That's okay. How now we have our keep it 100 moment, right? So this is the moment of the episode where you just get to get anything off as if you need that moment. You've been doing it the whole episode, but I'll go first, and then I'll let everybody get out their keep it 100 moment. My keep it 100 moment. The thing I have to keep it 100 about is if you do not know how to merge, stay off the highway. I am tired of seeing you have your blinkers on for 5 miles. Going into towns you have no idea why you're going in there, fearing your life because you can't get over. It's simple. Find the open spot, put on your blinkers, get over. Today I was riding behind somebody, I swear to God. It's like, do you even really want to turn? Do you really want to get over? I know you missed your exit. I know you missed it back 5 miles ago. And then I was just stuck behind them because I couldn't get over to the left. I couldn't get over to the right. So it's just like, if you're gonna drive, drive. You can't be no punk on the highway. Get merged, daggone it, please. Huh. All right. Somebody go next. It was just so frustrating.
Go, Lauren.
My keep it 100 moment. Let me get up close. Mind your fucking business. It don't got shit to do with you. It doesn't. Trust me, sis. It doesn't. You're going out of your way to mind someone else's business, and you probably got a couple eyebrow hairs you need to pluck. Have you made your wax appointment? Have you drank water today? You know what I'm saying? Have you had an annual physical at the doctor? Fuck the OBGYN. You got your blood pressure taken? You know what I'm saying? Meal prep. I could go down a list, but I see so many people minding other people's business, and I just I've been I don't know if you probably noticed, but I'm not really into the socials. It's cool. I love it to laugh. I love it. TikTok makes me laugh, and I want to come on there, laugh, see other people, what's going on around the world. But I 100% guarantee you're capable of minding your fucking business. So, and that's just how I'm at.
All right, Armin, this for your keeping 100, I'm excited to hear this. Go ahead, go off.
All right, so y'all know I am very much a gay black man, but at the same time, I am very much a feminist. Anything a man can do, a woman can do. You know, I'm all for equal rights, equal pay, a woman's right to choose, all that. With that being said,
Oh Lord.
don't do not pick and choose when you want to be a modern woman and when you want it to be 1955. Being
Right.
this, don't come for me and then want to say, oh, you can't say that to me, I'm a woman. The shit if I cannot. Do
Mm-hmm.
not come over here on no bullshit and be upset when it's bullshit that you fucking get.
Right.
To piggyback off what my cousin Lauren said, mind your motherfucking business. Leave me the fuck alone. I am a gentleman, but I am not that one. Don't do me. Try Jesus. Don't try me.
Mm-hmm.
I've become very annoyed with watching. You know, I watch the reality shows. I watch my Housewives. I watch my Love and Hip Hop. And this one is for Giselle Bryant. Giselle Bryant, you are trash. You are probably one of the most trash women I have ever seen on TV in all of my years of watching Ratchet TV. The fact that you and other women on that particular show constructed a rumor about someone in the paternity of their child and then wanted to gaslight that man for defending his wife and bring his manhood into question. You are sitting here on national television questioning the validity of his marriage and the paternity of his fucking child. That man deserved to cuss y'all dumb bitches out on national fucking television. Don't sit here and I'm a modern woman, I'm an independent woman. Everything a man can do, I can do just as good. Okay, that's fine. You try, man. Don't be upset when that man cusses you the fuck out. Now, I'm not about men putting their hands on women. That's where I definitely draw the line. Let's be very clear about that. But don't sit there and say, you can't talk to me that way. I'm a woman. Ma'am. If thou cometh for me or any other man, you can't pick and choose what response you get when you come at somebody with some fuck shit.
Don't start
I
none, won't be none.
I work with, you know, I have a plethora of women that I work with, work for, and I tell people all the time, listen, don't play with me. Don't play with me because I can be business professional, I can be hood rat real quick. Don't do it. I can send you a as per my email, a strongly worded verbal business professional dragging, or I can cuss you the fuck out. My mouth is very bisexual. I will cuss out anybody, any age. If you
How
are
do you
above the age of 3, you will get this good cuss out.
you cuss out a 4-year-old?
If you play with me, Lauren, did I not lay out someone's sister in the middle of the house for saying some crazy shit?
Oh yeah. He's the
No.
reason why Andre used to walk around saying shit. Shit.
Well, shit. Well, shit.
That's because
Just like that.
Yes.
Well, shit.
Lord have mercy.
Teaches Sierra how to cuss.
No, that wasn't me. That was Tommy and Chris.
Oh, that was Tommy, right?
Well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm very much a feminist. I have a sister. I was raised by a single mother. I watched women do beautiful things. We have a black woman in the White House as vice president for the first time in the history of ever. I just don't come at no nigga and expect that nigga to give you the benefit of the doubt because you are a woman, especially if you disrespect said nigga. Me.
Right.
I'm not agree. That's how women hit men. I'm like, why would you do that? Because if he hauls off and hits you back, now you want to scream bloody murder. You shouldn't have put your hands. Keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, I'm not talking about hands because listen, I'm never gonna put my hands on a woman. I have a sister. My sister will choke slam somebody for me at the drop of a hat.
No,
it's
but
just a matter of
what you were saying. If a woman can't sit there and put a man to the brink of death because she wants to beat up on him, but the minute he backslaps her, oh no, he hit me. You just choked him out, pinned him, and threw him down the stairs. What you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, keep your hands.
It's just a matter of don't pick and choose when you want to be a modern woman.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, because if I was just in a situation like whatever, if I try to be conscious in what I do to certain people. If I'm choosing violence, I know that I am definitely prepared to receive violence.
You just woke up and
So if
told
I'm coming at you, that's what I think that if you want to choose violence, be prepared to receive it.
And not
That's
exactly,
choosing
all.
violence.
and that's
It's
what it is.
not even choosing violence. It's again. I don't want it to make it sound like I'm all about punching women in the face, because that's not what it is.
Oh
Because
no, I don't
God,
Oh
think that's
no,
that.
no.
I don't think it's coming across like that at all.
Violence verbally, that you can verbally abuse, and that's
Right,
Yeah,
violence.
verbally
right.
so.
If you
A
have
That's
verbal cuss
crazy,
chosen,
out,
right?
a
correct.
dragging, a nice verbal dragging.
Uh-huh.
Listen, don't pick and choose when you want to say something to somebody, and then be upset when you get dragged down to the topsoil,
Don't
because
start none, won't be none.
I'm not
Right.
My last name is Haynes, not Obama. If you go low on me, I'm going sub basement on your ass. Don't
Charlamagne, when they go
do
low, we
me.
take it to the flow.
Honey, I'm not taking it to the floor. I'm taking it to the goddamn basement on your ass. I'm going about 3, 4 levels below. I'm going parking
That's going
garage
down
on that ass.
basement.
Yes, parking garage. That's hilarious. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another great episode. I'm so excited. I called them in at the ninth hour, and they just once again don't disappoint. They always entertain, and that's why I love them so. So, Lauren, can you let them know where they can find you, where you be at, who you be with, all that good stuff?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at __ vanilla shake. On Twitter, my handle is at Lauren London, and that's LONDYN. Okay, per.
All right, do you have anything coming up or anything like that, or that's it? Just follow you.
Just follow me. Ain't shit going on over here. Like I said, mind your fucking business. Cause you
Okay.
shouldn't even be trying to follow me if you mind your business. No, but no, for real. I just want to say one really quick. If
Mm-hmm.
you are thinking, I want Black folk and everybody, but especially Black folk, to believe in themselves, and that's in every aspect. Naysayers should be non-existent. If you put the effort, you know you are putting forth the every foot and persevering, the naysayers are non-existent. God has every say, and that's it.
Well,
So
oh
keep going.
my God.
Yes. So I just want everybody to just follow them dreams. Do what you said you was going to do, and it will work out.
All right, Armin, let them know where they can find you at, where you be at,
Listen,
what you got going on.
y'all can find me on the gram at the Hennessy Casanova. Twitter is the Henny Casanova. Listen, ain't shit going over here but head assery and funness. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man working. I work. I'm in the gym. I'm, moisturizing and minding my business, and drinking a lot of water. So that's that. Give me a follow, give me a like. It's nothing but laughs and good ass times over here. Again, don't come in with no bullshit, because I will cuss you the fuck out and screenshot that shit and let my followers embarrass you. So that's that. Yeah, I'm just a good time.
Oh, go
Say
ahead.
something.
Yeah.
Wash your goddamn hands. Wear your motherfucking masks. 6 feet. Stay your ass in the house. Okay?
All right, y'all. So yes, 6 feet, wash hands, keep that mask on, all that stuff. So please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. I just created the YouTube channel. This will be the second episode up there, because episode 2 of season 3. So follow me on you subscribe to me on YouTube, hit that notification bell. Not from Concentrate Podcast. You can follow me on all platforms. You see those platforms in front of Lauren? You see them? Oh, wait, let me bring it back up. Val, you see all that? Everything there? And more places. I keep finding where Not from Concentrate Podcast is at. So follow me on all those platforms. Subscribe to the everything. Comment, rate. Let me know how y'all loving the podcast. Let me know what you liking, what you're not liking. All that goodness, all that good stuff. And yeah, Instagram Not From Concentrate Podcast, Facebook Not From Concentrate Podcast. Don't really be on there, but y'all know that. So as I say every week, Whether I give you an ounce, a gallon, or a liter, everything I say is 100% real. And we out here, y'all. Peace. Hey, that was good stuff.